In response to creator feedback around well-being and targeted dislike campaigns, we are testing a few new designs that don't show the public dislike count. If you are part of this small experiment, you might spot one of these designs in the coming weeks. YouTube are removing the dislikes, but keeping the like button. Now, there is some good, some bad, and some ugly to this. But I invite you to tell me how you feel about this. Do you like the idea of them removing the dislike button, or do you dislike this? Vote with your likes and dislikes. Let's jump into the good. This, could mean that if you do get bombarded with a load of dislikes for no reason, out of malice, out of a load of school kids seeing your video and disliking all of your videos for no reason. Maybe someone online is making videos and they come over to you and bombard you with dislike comments. Maybe you are of a protected niche. Say, for example, you're in the LGBTQ community and somebody sends all of their haters from the alt-right over to you. Let's say you happen to be a fairly outspoken Arab within an Arab country, and you get bombarded with dislikes by other people of your area. We've all seen those type of videos where they've been bombarded by haters, actual true haters, rather than just a fad. So the good about this is that public display won't be there. You'll see the supports, you'll not see the negatives, and overall the vibe leans towards positivity of liking something, and if there's less options or less visibility to the dislike, maybe they get less dislikes, or a troll doesn't feel that they have any kind of visual result, no visual win of click, it went up one. Bad. This could be seen as a way of censoring specific videos' sentiment. Good example of this is YouTube Rewind 2 years ago. You know, that one that is possibly the most disliked video on all of YouTube. Now, just imagine you've got the likes and the dislikes. If you was to remove or hide the dislikes, all of a sudden, this video looks so much more popular than it truly was. Baby Shark, Friday, anything by Justin Bieber or Jedward, or all of those annoying little things that you really do just click dislike on. Maybe it's Killer Keemstar explaining how he's the victim when he's just a complete knob jockey. Now, if you're hiding the dislike, it skews too positively and you don't see that that video might not be delivering the value that it needs to be. Maybe it's clickbait, but it's got 1,000 upvotes and 20,000 dislikes, but now you don't see the dislikes. This now isn't an even balance result for the front end, I feel. And also kind of hand-holding when it comes to community building, maybe a little bit too nanny state-ish. Just an opinion. Don't get me wrong, I understand the need for mental health protection. I myself in the past have gone through some very rough times mentally, including in the lead up to this channel. I've done a really deep dive video, about 25 minutes long, that's going to be somewhere in the iCard. But this also takes away the ability for the creator to understand that, okay, maybe I missed the mark with this one, in an educational fashion. The ugly. This could be the step towards them not only removing the dislikes, but removing the likes entirely, making the platform more homogeneous. There's been other platforms like Instagram that have tested this very kind of removal of community metrics. The creator can see it, but the audience cannot. Does this mean people stop botting likes and botting dislikes? Does this mean that you can get true metrics for your advertisers? Maybe, but this could also hide those sinister things and give us more YouTube rewinds, because it just wipes the slate and makes it so easy to control the narrative that isn't truly there. People would be able to brag that this video got 2 million views, but you didn't see that it also got 500,000 dislikes because they disagreed with your idea. I personally highly appreciate the communication that I get with my community, and if I'm having that plucked away and they don't get to see that balancing, that measuring, then is it truly a community or is it just a streaming service? Maybe we should go back to the 5-star rating system that failed so miserably on YouTube when it first started. To deep dive into this just a little bit, they have released a support blog in which they state the following: we're experimenting with a small group of users for a few potential designs for the like and dislike buttons to appear below the videos. Viewer feedback has always been and will continue to be an important part of YouTube, but we've heard from creators that the public dislike counts can impact their well-being and may motivate a targeted campaign of dislikes on a creator's video. So we're testing designs that don't include the visible like or dislike in an effort to balance improving the creator experience whilst making sure viewer feedback is accounted for and shared with creators. Creators will still be able to see the exact number of dislikes in the YouTube studio. For viewers in the experiment, you can still like or dislike the video and share feedback with creators to help tune in recommendations you see on YouTube. And then they've kind of topped it up with, if I'm in this experiment, can I opt out? Currently, there is no way to opt out of this experiment. If you have feedback about the new design, you can share your thoughts and replies through here, and basically it's a share box. We'll be monitoring feedback closely to help determine if and when and how to release designs more broadly. Are you removing the dislike button? No, we're just experimenting with a few designs that doesn't show the dislike button. We'll keep a close eye on the feedback from these experiments to determine what decisions we may want to make in future. Now, overall, this doesn't seem to be warmly received on Twitter. In the thread underneath the Twitter announcement, most people are saying, why do this? What's the point, right? If you're going to be developing this, why not develop something more impactful elsewhere? But we'll just have to see over time. Once again, I want to know, do you like this idea? Vote by clicking like, or do you dislike this idea? Vote by clicking dislike. Go for it. I don't mind. Dislike this video as much as you want, or vote it up as much as you want, and then share this around, because I'd really like to understand how people feel about YouTube tweaking these kind of metrics. I personally think this is maybe a step too far. I understand if there's a targeted campaign about something that you personally are. Right? If you're gay, if you're straight, if you love lampposts, if you're from another country and you're getting hatred, then that's really not on. Whereas on the other hand, I can't help but think that this is a way for YouTube to whitewash things when they upload another YouTube rewind that completely ignores the needs of the community that it's claiming to serve.